In today's video, we're breaking down 6 child support cases where people tried to outsmart the system, and their plans exploded in seconds. Some quit their jobs, some hid their income, and one person even tried trapping their own family for money. But Judge Vonda B shut every scheme down instantly. These backfires are shocking, and you're about to see why.
You may be seated. Okay, it looks like Miss Daniels brought this case before the court. And what's your name, sir?
Michael.
All right. Michael, well, what's your last name? I don't want to call you by your first name.
Clough.
Michael Clough. All right, Mr. Clough. It looks as though you were brought to court.
Unwillingly.
To be put on child support, but
Right.
she's not here.
She's never here, Your Honor. She never shows up.
All right, so tell me what's going on.
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case jumps straight into chaos from the very first minute. We've got a father dragged into court unwillingly, yet he's the only parent actually raising all 5 kids alone. The mother? She's nowhere to be found. Not today, not for 2 months. And the way she dropped those children off, trust me, you're going to hear details that will make your jaw drop. As the judge digs deeper, every answer exposes more instability, more danger, and more confusion. This is one of those cases that forces the court to ask, who's really the responsible parent here?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my gosh, are any of the kids in car seats or should be in car seats?
No car seats. My youngest kid didn't even have any diapers, Your Honor. I called my mom and asked her. She said no, so I had to do what I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long ago did that happen?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months?
2 months ago.
Have you heard from her at all?
Haven't heard from her at all. I sent her some texts when I got the letter about coming to court, but
right.
I haven't heard anything since.
Okay. Did she tell you she...
This is where everything takes a turn. 5 kids dropped off with no car seats, stacked on each other inside a stranger's car. This isn't just irresponsible, it's dangerous on every level. The judge's shock is real, and honestly, who wouldn't react like that? These aren't minor oversights. This is a major safety violation. And the mother disappearing for months after that? That paints a very clear picture of who actually stepped up and who walked away. It makes you wonder, should a parent who vanishes still have the right to drag someone to court for support?
Who's going to bring you to court for child support?
She did. And then she dropped the kids off, and I haven't seen her since.
Okay. So what was the conflict? Like, what happened for you all to get to the point to where she said, I'm going to file child support on you?
Well, I was working out of town, Your Honor, and I was sending her about $500 a week, but she wasn't satisfied with that. She felt like she should have $2,000 a week, and I just couldn't do it, Your Honor. I couldn't survive off giving her that much money, and,
Now here's where the financial tension hits hard. The father was sending $500 a week, and somehow she demanded $2,000 weekly, an amount even high-earning professionals struggle with, let alone someone working a cook position. The judge recognizes immediately how unrealistic that expectation is. And the moment he explains he couldn't survive on that demand, she files child support, then immediately abandons the kids. This raises huge questions about intent. Was this really about the kids, or was it about money and control?
I work at McDonald's, Your Honor. I can't afford that, 5 kids, McDonald's salary. It's hard out here.
Okay. So you're in management?
No, I work on the line. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you.
Best cook out here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't eat at McDonald's, otherwise I'll put your cooking skills to the test.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you cook other stuff, right? You can cook outside of what you make.
I cook other stuff outside of work.
Okay, all right. You do like private in-home stuff?
This moment shows the judge shifting from legal questioning to human concern. The father pays every expense, health insurance, daily needs, diapers, while earning a modest hourly wage. 5 children on 1 income is nearly impossible, yet he's standing here, doing it alone. The judge even tries light humor to break the tension, but behind that humor is a serious point. He's showing up, providing, and carrying the entire weight of the household while the other parent is completely absent. It forces viewers to rethink who should be paying support.
I don't know what you mean, but you know what? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Okay, all right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and dismiss this case.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
I left him in the car, so you know, I really do got to get back out there.
You left them by themselves?
What? A dog watching them.
There's a dog watching the kids in the car.
The dog watching.
Is it like a German Shepherd? I have a German Shepherd.
No, it's a poodle, but he's trained to watch the kids.
So you left the poodle with the kids?
Yeah, the kids, yeah.
How old is the oldest child?
11.
Well, I guess that's not too bad. How old is the youngest child?
2.
And then comes the twist. Judge Vonda decides to dismiss the entire case. Why? Because the mother who filed didn't bother to appear, hasn't contacted her kids, and clearly abandoned parental responsibility. But right after that ruling, the father casually reveals something wild. The 5 kids are sitting outside in a car, being watched by a poodle. This courtroom goes from legal tension to pure disbelief in seconds. It's chaotic, funny, and concerning all at once. But it shows exactly how overwhelmed this man truly is.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad, but let me hurry up and get you out of here so you can go back and get with those kids,
I appreciate that,
So we're going to dismiss this case. Now, she does have the right, if she wants to refile it in the future.
Right.
That's not saying that she will get what she's looking for, but she does have the right to do that. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
Right. Well, I don't think she'll show up anytime soon. She went to Miami to get a BBL, so...
What's a BBL?
It's where, you know, they take the fat from the stomach and put it in the butt. Yeah.
Oh, so like plastic surgery?
I guess. I mean, I seen a picture. It was 10 or 12 of them in wheelchairs at the airport, so...
Okay, well, all right.
We're in the wrong business, you know what I mean?
Maybe so. I need to be one of those doctors.
Right.
Okay. Well, Mr. Clough, if there is nothing further, you are free to leave and get to the car to get with those kids, okay?
Right, I'm gonna get there right now.
All right.
This case ends with a rare mix of relief and urgency. The judge dismisses the child support claim, acknowledges the father's effort, and rushes him out so he can get back to his 5 children, one of them just 2 years old. The mother's absence, the unsafe drop-off, the financial pressure, all of it added up to a ruling that protects the parent who actually showed up. If this courtroom moment hit you as hard as it did us, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful courtroom stories.
All rise for support court with Judge Vonda B. Judge's case number JVB 2002, Miller case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Miller, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. Miller, you brought this case before the court. What is going on?
This is my
future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Okay.
Future daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything. She just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off. She didn't leave any clothes. She didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
All right, guys, buckle up, because from the very first minute this case feels less like a child support dispute and more like a family battlefield. Mrs. Miller storms in claiming Tracy abandoned her kids with no food, no clothes, and no plan. But even early on, her tone sounds more personal than protective. She's focused on what Tracy chooses to do, rather than any actual danger to the children. And while the kids are only 3 and 4, both sides already treat them like evidence, not people. This isn't neglect, it's tension, ego, and control fighting for space.
I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months. And who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not. She's really not.
I mean, well, why is that? Just curious.
Because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not
just
trick
don't
your son
understand.
into my bed. I didn't
don't
trick your son into my bed. He got there voluntarily.
She kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might I
That's what
add.
you offered. So he got in the bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with.
Here, Judge Vonda exposes the first crack. Grandma admits she only knows one side, her son's, and swears he would never lie, even though every parent sees their kid as innocent. Judge Vonda reminds her that trust matters, and Tracy clearly trusted her enough to leave the children in her care. That flips the whole narrative. Instead of a mother running away, we're looking at a grandmother using partial information and heavy emotions to build a case. It's becoming obvious this conflict isn't about the kid's needs, but old resentment.
Why you objected?
Wait, she has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, now I'm listening.
Now, what is
so
your
I can
objection?
object.
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
Not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right.
Let's not knock anyone for
That's
trying
true.
to represent themselves.
That's true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But
This moment shows how emotions collide with courtroom rules. Tracy tries to object by saying, "That's not true," but Judge Vonda shuts it down because feelings aren't legal grounds. The judge points out that watching Zoom hearings doesn't make you a lawyer, yet she still stays fair to both sides. Meanwhile, Tracy is being painted as irresponsible without any structured chance to defend herself. You can feel the frustration building as the legal process forces her to stay quiet while someone else shapes her narrative.
You want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Okay, how long have Ms. Miller?
oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly make notes.
I apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that.
no, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here.
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off.
When Tracy finally speaks, everything shifts. Instead of attacking, she starts with love. Her fiancé is deployed. They're planning a life together, and he has no idea his mother dragged her to court. That detail changes the entire energy. Now this isn't a reckless mom story. It's a communication breakdown inside a family stretched by distance and pressure. Tracy sounds organized and honest, not chaotic. Suddenly, Grandma's motives feel less protective and more personal, and the courtroom tension thickens fast.
Off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in
Okay.
the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object, question. Which one can I do?
excuse
The
me.
question, what she said. What's an influencer? What is?
So
what's
what is your
Tracy
legal
doing
what is
now?
your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying,
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
falsifying information. Falsifying information. What's
Okay.
an influencer? What's that she says she does?
okay,
So that's false.
all right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right. Continue.
So I I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago, and he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media, and so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed.
Tracy explains the real arrangement. She's a small growing influencer whose fiancé asked his mother to help with childcare during short trips, not months-long disappearances. She states she comes back after 5 to 7 days every time, which completely undermines the 6-month abandonment claim. You can feel her vulnerability too. She has no mother and wanted a bond with grandma. Instead, she's facing a lawsuit. At this point, it's clear the issue isn't responsibility. It's a relationship already breaking before it ever began.
Specific niche is travel videos, and they're young right now. I hope when they're older, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like, we have a plan marked out for it, but his deployment right now, he's going to get out of the military when his term is up this time. He's not re-enlisting. Okay. So if she's not willing to help us, like, my fiance said, I'll take them back, but she doesn't talk to me. And I send them with food and groceries when I have to travel. It's not like, not to mention
treats. That ain't
not
no
to
food.
mention my fiance, when he's here, we live together. We're happily together. My fiance pays, she's on our phone plan. My fiance pays like some of the bills at the house and stuff. So while it's not maybe coming from me directly, it's from our household.
Okay,
Because we're getting married. When he gets permission for leave, we're going to be married. Whether she likes it or not, whether she's there or not, we're going to be married.
Okay. I see what's going on here. It sounds like a lot of miscommunication going on, not only between she and her.
This part reveals the heart of Tracy's intentions. She talks about family travel plans, integrating the kids, and building something long-term, not partying or running off. She reminds the court her fiancé already supports grandma financially, which means the help didn't start with childcare. It existed long before. The emotional punch comes when she says she'll give up influencing and get a real job if needed. That's not a careless parent. That's someone willing to sacrifice her goals for her children's stability.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. Now, I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her.
Keisha's
He could have had a
missing a
nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did things with him that little Keisha wasn't going to do. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to slander her. But I do want to say that Miss Influencer should be able to pay for her children that live with me. She brings like Rice Krispie treats and cookies, and that ain't no food. They need noodles. I don't know how to cook noodles.
I have one question. When she dropped these children off to you, did she say that she was never coming back to pick them up? Or did she say that this was a temporary situation?
She said, I am pursuing a career that requires me to travel a little.
Okay.
So I need you to watch the children while I do that. Well, of course, they're my son's children. Of course, I'm going to watch the children. But no, she did not say.
Grandma's true feelings surface here, and it's rough. She openly admits she preferred another girl for her son and insults Tracy with comments about things she did that sweet Keisha wouldn't. None of this is about parenting. It's pure judgment and bitterness. She also mocks Tracy's influencer income, but demands traditional parent standards. The Rice Krispies versus noodles line sounds funny online, but in court it shows resentment, not concern. This isn't childcare frustration, it's personal dislike boiling over.
Just keep going like that.
Hold on. 1 second. You keep interrupting her.
That's because she be lying.
She did it to you too. So I can't just say that you're 100% at fault. You both are doing it. I don't see how y'all are going to be able to work together with these children if you can't even get a word in. Now, in this email,
see, she interrupted
it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to have them.
That's what the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller, I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time, because you should not have filed a child support.
The email changes everything. Judge Vonda reads it and immediately notes it proves the arrangement was temporary, voluntary, and agreed upon. Grandma even admits she stepped in because she didn't want strangers watching the kids. That destroys the abandonment narrative. The issue isn't that Tracy disappeared. It's that Grandma didn't like how long the help lasted. Emotions shifted, expectations changed, and now court is being used to solve something that was never a legal problem to begin with.
For families, child support is hard enough on anybody. But to file it simply because you don't like the other person, that's just mean.
Well, also she has money. She's not paying. She doesn't give anything. She running around talking
What was
about
the agreement
doing
with
the
that?
job.
What is it? Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Miss Smith, what was the agreement, if any, for financial support of these children while your husband was on deployment and you were traveling for work?
My fiance continues to pay some of the bills, like her phone bill, and I think he pays the internet and gives her money when he's there. But
Always done that.
I also drop off groceries for the days when she does watch them. But I want to let the court know, if she wants to completely destroy her relationship with her son and with my children.
What happens with me and my
with
son?
my children, I will pick them up and they will not be going back.
Judge Vonda's tone sharpens as she tells Grandma she wasted the court's time. That hits hard because these judges see real neglect daily, and this wasn't that. She also points out the most painful detail. The fiancé has no idea his mother filed this case. Imagine being deployed, serving your country, and learning your mom blindsided your future wife during one of the hardest months of your life. This moment makes it clear. This case is more about hurt ego than child welfare.
To her house, and this is why I
Threat.
can't.
Well, I
That
don't
was a
want you to
threat.
do
Object
that.
to a threat. Can I object to a threat?
Well, she didn't actually threaten you with
She said
anything.
she's gonna take the kids and not let me see them
And that's
anymore.
not a legal objection.
Oh, well,
and
it's a
I mean,
threat.
I would never recommend anybody to stop children from seeing the other parts of their family.
Right.
However,
Amen. Right.
you're going to have to play fair. You're going to have to play fair. If there was a
Tracy explains the financial agreement clearly: groceries, shared bills, and continued support from her fiancé overseas. Grandma is already receiving help, just not in the form she prefers. Then Tracy draws a boundary, saying she'll take the kids permanently if Grandma destroys the family relationship. Judge Vonda steps in to balance the moment, warning against cutting off grandparents, but also stressing fairness. If you agree to help, you can't weaponize childcare later.
what she said. Why? Just give her a chance. It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So y'all should be working together as a family at this point.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Especially
Judge.
with him not being here. This is a really good opportunity for you, the two of you, to get to know each other.
But she's never here. She's traveling with that little new job.
Call her and you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitterness, bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court. This is not the court. This is not the place to be doing these types of things. All right? I'm going to deny your request and I'm going to dismiss this case.
Here the judge delivers the lesson everyone needs to hear. Court isn't where love or patience grows. It's where resentments explode. She points out that Grandma volunteered to help and was never promised child support. The conflict is rooted in bitterness, not legal obligation. Still, Judge Vonda encourages communication, reminding them that with the fiancé deployed, this is the moment they need unity most. It's a powerful reminder that family fights often begin with misunderstanding, not malice.
Because you do not have a reason to ask for child support. It's very clear from this email that you knew what the situation was and you agreed to help them. And you're getting financial support from it. It's just not what you're looking for, but that was the agreement, to continue paying the bills and everything like that.
I won't be dropping them off on Monday, so.
You ain't gonna have that already there. You probably not coming.
No, hold on. Yes, you are. Because y'all are gonna do what? Y'all gonna go have a conversation.
Did you hear her? We're gonna have a conversation.
Yes, y'all are gonna have a conversation.
You're gonna have to play
and y'all are
nice,
gonna
not
work
just in
this
front
out.
of the judge.
And you are too. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor. Can we order counseling? Is that an option?
Girl, please.
Well, I can't necessarily order counseling because
Because I can't talk to her. Look how she reacts.
Here's the
Girl,
deal. Here's the
please.
deal. I cannot order that. That is not what we do in child support court, but I would highly recommend and encourage it. And it can be done. And I have faith in the both of you.
Judge Vonda dismisses the case completely, stating Grandma never had a legal basis for child support because the arrangement was voluntary and already supported financially. Instead of punishing anyone, she urges them to talk, rebuild trust, and face the situation like a family. She can't order counseling, but she strongly recommends it, believing they can repair this before it becomes permanent damage. If this case hit you like it hit us, drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more raw courtroom moments.
You all may be seated. Ms. Pearson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we had been together for a really long time. About 4 years ago, we decided to adopt a child, and she broke up with me about 4 years ago. About 2 years ago, and stopped paying child support. And so I have had all the responsibility of our daughter, and she barely comes around.
That's really not
Ma'am, let her finish. You will have your opportunity to speak.
Okay.
Okay, I can roll my eyes too. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
She never sees our daughter, and recently she just changed jobs. She was making a lot of money, and
All right, guys, buckle up, because today's case hits a whole different level of shocking. We've got two women who adopted a child together, but the moment the relationship ended, one of them walked away, not just from the home, but from every bit of financial responsibility. And now she's rolling her eyes in court while the other parent explains how she's been carrying everything alone. This isn't just a child support dispute. This is a deep look at accountability, priorities, and what happens when a parent tries to outsmart the court. Keep watching, because the judge is about to unravel a truth that leaves the entire room silent.
she just dropped jobs so that, because right when I started talking to her about child support, she changed jobs because she didn't want to, she wanted to make sure that she wasn't ever going to have to pay anything more than what
Okay,
she
ma'am,
would.
where do you used to work?
I was a teacher.
Okay, how much were you making as a teacher?
Oh, I think around 40,000.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
Because based on the paperwork that you provided, your teacher's salary was $55,000 a year.
well, that doesn't include what I put into profit sharing.
Is that true or not?
55?
$55,000. Your documents are correct, right?
Okay, that's probably true.
Okay, it's not a probably.
That's
You
true.
submitted it. Thank you.
Okay,
$55,000 a year. How much are you making now? Like, where are you working at now?
Here's where things get interesting. The judge immediately spots something off. The defendant claims she used to be a teacher, but suddenly shifted to a retail clerk job, making almost half the money. And right when the exact moment child support conversation started. That's a red flag any judge notices instantly. Instead of showing responsibility, she doubles down with eye rolls, attitude, and excuses. This moment exposes a bigger issue. Some parents try to manipulate income to avoid obligations, but courts look past job titles. They look at intent, patterns, and credibility. And right now, her credibility is falling apart fast.
Well, I'm working at a store as a clerk, and I'm making 30,000 a year now.
Okay. And you said you're a teacher, so
Yes.
what type of degrees do you have for that?
I have a degree in economics,
Okay. You have one degree or you have multiple degrees?
Well, and I have my master's in accounting.
You have a master's in accounting and you're working as a clerk.
Yes.
What are you doing at this job?
Well, I help people find clothes.
Like a retail
Indus-
clerk?
Yes.
Ma'am, you have a master's degree.
Yes.
Did-
But I don't have to make all that money
No, you.
if I'm just going to give it all away anyway.
So let me get something straight. She's deliberately, what you're saying is she's deliberately working at this retail job. Now I get it.
I could do
You know,
any job I want.
You know what? Your character is not looking very cute to me at all, because you have tried to misrepresent to me what is really going on in this case. You stopped working as a teacher so you would not have to pay that higher amount in child support. Is that not the case?
Well,
Well,
This is where the judge pushes back hard. She uncovers that the woman not only has a bachelor's in economics, but also a master's in accounting, and she still chose a minimum wage retail job over a stable teaching career. Courts call this intentional underemployment, meaning a parent is deliberately making less to dodge child support. And when she tries to justify it with, "I don't have to make all that money," the judge sees straight through it. Because child support isn't about what's convenient for the parent, it's about what the child deserves. And this defendant is making it painfully clear she wants the benefits of parenthood without the responsibilities.
is that not the case?
well, we discussed it, and she didn't seem to have an objection. And I just thought I was paying enough.
No.
And when I talked to my daughter, she loves me more anyway, and she should come live with me. And I know that's not a matter for this court.
Right. That's definitely not a matter for what we're here on today, because based on what we've already discussed, the child lives with her, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you're not providing any type of financial support anymore, correct?
I provide emotional support all the time. The child.
You know what? That is not, you cannot quantify emotional support. Stop it. I'm just going to go on with what I need to do, because you obviously came here to play games today.
No, my baby
yes,
loves me.
you did.
She loves me more
and your
than
baby
she loves
needs
her.
money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
me.
Your baby needs money, and you want to do what's in her best interest. So what I'm going to do, how long ago did she stop working as a teacher? Was it recent?
Yes.
How
just
recent?
6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yes.
No, ma'am. Your child support is going to be set at that $55,000, because
Wow.
it sounds like you are intentionally underemployed, so you do not have to pay a higher amount in child support, and that is ridiculous.
And now we hit the emotional spike. When confronted, the defendant claims the child loves her more and should live with her, even though she hasn't provided financial support or consistent care. That contradiction is exactly why the judge steps in sharply. Emotional support isn't currency. Love doesn't pay for food, insurance, or stability. The judge places the child's needs front and center, reminding both parties that this court operates on facts, not feelings or petty rivalry. And when the defendant tries to turn this into a custody argument, the judge shuts it down instantly. Today is about support, not fantasies.
Because you're not cheating her, you're cheating your child. So, based on $55,000 a year, I have your gross at $4,583.33. Is there a reason your mouth is open? Do you need some water?
I just can't believe you're being so mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean at all, ma'am. You, on the other hand, are being mean. You deliberately stopped working. You have a master's degree, and you went to a retail store so you would not have to pay for your daughter.
Well, that's my prerogative.
Well, you know, it is my prerogative to read these numbers out to you. Keep listening. So, I have your net at $3,794.48. Who carries health insurance for the child?
I do.
You
I
do?
do everything.
Based on this, I see health insurance at $1,200 a month.
Well,
Ma'am, where do you work?
I work for the airlines.
Okay.
And the $1,200 is for me and the child.
Okay.
The child portion is $400.
Okay,
That's
I'm seeing
ridiculous,
that. I'm seeing
isn't
that.
it?
No, it's
can't be
ridiculous that you're not paying. But guess what? You're getting ready to pay now, and you're going to repay whatever the amount is for the child. Well, $400.
She doesn't even love our daughter. She loves her 4 cats
Ma'am.
more than our daughter.
Ma'am, you know what?
How would you know?
That
You
is not,
never see
excuse
our
me,
daughter.
the two of you will address me, and that is not an issue for this court. Nobody cares about what's going on with the cats. We care about
Okay.
what's going on with the child. No offense to your cats. That's not what I mean. I mean in terms of calculating this child support. So, health insurance, you're going to be responsible for reimbursing that.
This is the turning point. The judge recalculates support based on the $55,000 salary the defendant intentionally walked away from. And when she acts shocked, the judge doesn't budge, because underemployment doesn't excuse responsibility. She'll now pay the calculated $758 plus $400 for insurance, totaling $1,158.90 monthly. And when she asks if the other parent pays any portion, the judge hits her with reality. She's paying the full amount because she created this situation. This moment shows how courts protect children when a parent tries to game the system. Actions have consequences, and her reactions only made them worse.
So I have your child support obligation at $758.90 plus $400 for the monthly health insurance, comes out to $1,158.90.
Am I paying the whole $400 a month, or is she paying any of it?
Did you hear me put you on a payment plan for that? If you didn't, you're paying the full amount, $1,158.90. And I need you to close your mouth. I just don't understand why you're looking so confused right now. Child support is based on the calculation. Okay? Is there anything further?
I'm not making that much anymore.
Well, but you just testified, right?
Right.
That you intentionally are working at a lower paying job, right?
Right.
Okay, so I have the discretion to set your child support at that same amount that you were making as a teacher, because you can make more than what you're currently making as a clerk.
Well,
If
I
there's
didn't know
nothing,
that.
well, you know now. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Well, can you make her come see the baby, our child?
I can't make her, but ma'am, please go visit with the child. Do not punish the child because you're upset. Are you mad at the cats? I mean, don't punish the
I don't wanna be
child.
around the cats. Can you put the cats away when
Yes.
I come?
Ma'am,
It's
put the
something
cats
wrong.
away so she can
Yes,
come visit with the
Then I'll
child.
come visit.
Thank you. You all are
It's
dismissed.
sad. It's sad.
As the case closes, the judge gives one final reminder. Child support isn't a punishment, it's a duty. And no matter how bitter the breakup, no parent should weaponize finances or affection. The request to make her visit the child is denied because the court can't force love, but it can force responsibility. And the message lands clearly. The child comes first, always. If this case shocked you like it did us, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts below, and hit subscribe so you never miss more powerful real courtroom moments.
Judge, this is a case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years. And I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the...
All right, guys, buckle up for this one, because today's case throws us straight into a child support storm where nothing is matching up. Mr. Walker has been paying his ex-wife every single month, but the judge quickly learns that the child doesn't even live with her. She lives with his retired mother. And the moment that comes out, the judge's entire expression shifts because support must follow the child, not the parent. So why is the money still going to the ex-wife? Why isn't the grandmother receiving anything? And what happens when the court realizes the entire payment trail has been misdirected for months? Stay locked in because this case escalates fast, emotions flare even quicker, and the judge's final ruling hits harder than either parent expected.
Money, and it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If
Well,
you're
I-
making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my...
This is where the judge catches the first major contradiction. Mr. Walker is paying $500 every month, but the child is living full-time with his mother, not his ex-wife. In child support law, that alone is enough to raise eyebrows because support is supposed to go to the custodial home, the place where the child actually eats, sleeps, and lives. Mr. Walker explains his job promotion and long commute, which are legitimate changes, but his ex-wife's reactions tell another story entirely. She keeps interrupting, trying to shift blame, and the judge immediately recognizes that emotional noise doesn't override legal reality. Viewers, think about this. If custody changes, shouldn't the money change with it?
My ex-wife and then start paying
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms.
Things heat up here as the ex-wife claims she has receipts, but her examples fall apart instantly. Buying clothes or food doesn't prove she transferred child support money to the grandmother. It only proves she spent money, not that she supported the custodial home. The judge presses her on this, and the moment she admits the child doesn't live with her, everything shifts legally. Notice how she tries to lean into emotional points like being a single mother or having 3 kids, but none of that changes the formula. Child support isn't about personal circumstances. It's about income, custody, and obligation. And the judge clearly sees that the math doesn't match the story.
In terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually homesick with the flu, so she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other 2 kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Ma'am, that's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to...
This is where the judge takes total control of the room. The moment the ex-wife tries to pull an unrelated drama about the child being angry, the judge shuts it down with a firm reminder that extra stories are irrelevant. From a legal standpoint, all that matters is who has physical custody and who is receiving funds. When the judge confirms that neither parent currently has the child, the entire courtroom dynamic flips instantly. Because when a third party, in this case, the grandmother, is providing full-time care, both parents can be legally obligated to pay support. And you can literally see the realization hit both of them. The judge is about to recalculate everything from scratch.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay. Okay. So I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay. How often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have 2 other children
and I
one
pay
child.
Mortgage and car note.
Ma'am, he has the same expenses.
Now the judge brings out the numbers, and this is where reality lands hard. With the ex-wife making around $70,000 a year, her net income places her in a completely different support bracket, one she didn't expect and definitely didn't want to see. When the judge finishes calculating, the shock becomes unavoidable. She now owes $707.28 monthly, including the health insurance credit. Meanwhile, Mr. Walker's $500 payments are immediately redirected to the grandmother, the only person consistently caring for the child. This is classic courtroom truth. Once the math comes out, excuses disappear. And in this moment, you can see the ex-wife's confidence collapse as the financial responsibility lands exactly where the law says it should.
Means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
And just like that, the judge delivers a clean, sharp final ruling. Both parents will now pay the grandmother directly, since she is the one providing full-time care. The ex-wife's justification for keeping the payments didn't hold up. The math proved the imbalance, and the judge corrected everything to match the legal facts. Support follows the child, not the parent, not the story, and definitely not the excuses. If this case shocked you the way it shocked us, make sure you like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.
Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1078, McKinney case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. McKinney,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am here to try to recoup.
All right, guys, buckle up, because today's case is messy from the very first sentence. A mother walks into court carrying 9 years of emotional weight, financial responsibility, and a little girl who's never seen a dollar from her father. And on the other side, a man who doesn't just deny paternity, he denies responsibility for every part of this child's life. This isn't just a disagreement. It's 9 years of silence meeting 9 years of frustration, right here in Judge Vonda B's courtroom. And the truth these two have avoided for almost a decade is about to be forced into the light. Let's get into it.
Annually with each one of those?
Annually, probably roughly $4,700.
All right. Is Dad aware that she's in these activities?
Yes.
All right. The extracurricular activities, does he attend those?
No, Your Honor.
So he doesn't pay for those?
No.
So what is the backstory? I mean, she's 9, so were you all in a relationship previously? Like what happened?
We were in a situationship for a weekend.
What in the world is that?
Well, it was a little bit more than a one-night stand. It lasted approximately 72 hours. I was on business in Washington, D.C., and he was there for a teacher's conference. I met him at a nightclub.
Ooh,
and
I need to be careful what I ask.
Here the mother reveals the real burden she's been carrying. Basketball, track, tennis, school fees, all coming straight out of her pocket with no help. And viewers, notice her tone. She's not angry. She's exhausted. 9 years of doing it alone isn't just money. It's every ride, every uniform, every late-night homework session. What makes this moment powerful is how she still speaks with calm confidence, not bitterness. But the judge is picking up the key detail. The father knows about the activities, he just chooses not to show up. That silence says everything about why this case finally landed here.
He's the only Caucasian that I've ever been with, so.
Okay, so that's where the issue lies then. He doesn't
Basically.
believe he's the father, which is why he hasn't given you any money.
But he sent text messages, and he sent happy birthdays, you know, things
Okay.
of that nature. How is she doing? So I believe if he didn't care at all, he wouldn't send those text messages. Now, he's done that for the past 9 years. I've just never seen any greenbacks to follow those texts.
Okay. So when he arrived at the hospital, did he sign the acknowledgement of paternity?
No, Your Honor. When I meant he was late, the baby was already a week old at the time. I was already at home.
This is where we see the heart of the conflict. He doesn't believe he's the father. Yet for 9 years, he's sent birthday texts, but never once asked for a DNA test. It raises the question, is this doubt real, or is it convenient? The mother's confidence is clear. She says he's the only Caucasian man she's ever been with. And viewers, that detail hits him harder than he expected. You can see him preparing to shift blame instead of taking action. And in family court, doubt is acceptable, but neglect is not. He's had 9 years to resolve this. He chose distance instead.
Look, let me just start off by saying that most of what she said is essentially true.
Okay.
Although there's some giant omissions in there and some things that you need to take into account to get the full picture.
Well, does it involve the 72-hour thing?
we were involved approximately that amount of time, yes.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't want to know any specific details about that.
I'm not here to give you the details of it. I'm just here to tell you that we were in an intimate relationship on and off for about 72 hours, yes.
Okay. So, after you found out she was pregnant, what happened?
Well, first let me add some context to everything before I answer that, Your Honor. She works for the...
Watch how quickly he pivots to income differences, as if child support is optional when the mother earns more. This is a classic misdirection. Instead of addressing paternity, he frames her income as a reason he shouldn't contribute. But legally, that argument collapses instantly. Child support is about shared responsibility, not who's richer. And when he says she doesn't need money from him, the courtroom energy shifts. You can see the mother starting to lose patience. And honestly, who wouldn't after hearing that? This moment reveals a lot about why they've gone 9 years without resolution.
Your buttons. Okay. That's the ease, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead.
So I have a newborn son with my fiance, and I know that he's my son for sure, and I know... and
How do you know for sure?
Because he's white.
Ma'am.
Because the woman who gave birth to him has been with me and only me for the past 3 years now. That's how I know that he is my son. And he does, despite being a newborn, having a little newborn face, he does look like me. I can tell. So, but anyway, what she's asking for, she does not need financial compensation from me to support possibly our daughter. And the other factor she didn't take into consideration.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that right? Let me rewind.
Yeah, he said need.
I'm
sorry.
This is the moment the courtroom erupts. The father proudly says he knows his newborn son is his because he's white. That's not evidence. That's ego mixed with assumptions. And instantly, the temperature in the room spikes. The mother reacts. The judge intervenes. And viewers, this is where you truly see character under pressure. Instead of focusing on facts, he's leaning on appearance and feelings, and the judge isn't having it. Paternity isn't proven by looks or race. It's proven by DNA. And right now, the father is revealing more about his mindset than he realizes.
Do that. I don't see a DNA kit anywhere nearby.
Oh, now you're challenging her circumstances.
We do that in a different area.
Stupid.
We have, excuse me, that wasn't very nice.
Well, it wasn't nice for him to dish your courtroom either. I'm just saying.
No disrespect to your court, ma'am.
I don't take offense to that because I don't sit up and let people push my buttons often. All right. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to reset this pending DNA results. Now, if for any reason the child does come back, well, the DNA test does come back and you are the father, you will have to start paying child support being ordered today. All right?
Can I respond to that, Judge, if I may? We were in what amounted to a long one-night stand. We never committed ourselves to each other. I wasn't even aware that she gave birth.
Here, Judge Vonda B steps in with the legal reality check he's been avoiding. She makes it crystal clear. The law does not care about 72-hour relationships, birth control conversations, or personal assumptions. All that matters is the existence of a child who deserves support. And when she says, these are the facts, That's the line that cuts through every excuse he's tried to build. This is a reminder to every viewer. Child support is not a favor, it's a legal obligation. And the judge is about to make sure both parents face the truth they've been running from.
Well, she never, said, I was under the impression, from what I remember, that she was on birth control. Now, that may be my faulty memory, but I never entered into this relationship with any intention.
Even still, let's just be clear. Birth control or not, a 9-year-old child is here. These are the facts. A 9-year-old child is here who deserves support, not only from her mother, but from her potential father as well. So we are going to reset this matter, get some DNA testing done. So to my original thought.
Now the judge lays out the only path forward, DNA testing. It's the one thing that strips away stories, opinions, and emotional reactions. And the father finally hears the part he's dreaded. If the results confirm paternity, he starts paying support today. No delays. No more excuses. Meanwhile, the mother is ready, her daughter is here, and she's waited 9 long years for this moment. This is where the courtroom shifts from argument to action. The truth is coming, and this time it won't be hidden behind opinions or assumptions.
Petition as many people as necessary, because this child, as I just stated, deserves to have the support from not only her mother, but from her potential father as well. So, do you all have any questions about what you're going to do?
No, Your Honor.
No.
No? Okay. And you have to make your daughter available for testing as well.
She's available.
Okay.
She's here.
Okay. So we can go ahead and get that taken care of today.
Oh, yes, we could.
Okay. So we'll reset y'all.
Thank you.
And this is where it ends, for now. The judge resets the case pending DNA results, finally pushing both parents toward clarity after nearly a decade of uncertainty. If he's the father, support begins immediately. If he's not, she has the right to keep searching. Either way, the little girl at the center of this finally gets what she deserves, answers. Cases like this remind us why truth matters more than pride. If this courtroom showdown hit you the way it hit us, don't forget to like, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more real courtroom stories. See you in the next video.
You all may be seated. Okay. Ms. Sauer?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, George and I were engaged to be married. However, that did not. We broke up. In the process of being engaged, George adopted my 9-year-old son, Travis.
Okay.
And
All right, guys, buckle up, because what you're about to see is one of the most unexpected turns in Judge Vonda B's courtroom. A simple child support case suddenly flips into something nobody, not even the judge, saw coming. We have a mother seeking support, a father who legally adopted her child, and a breakup that left everyone confused. But instead of a legal war, emotions start pouring out. Panic attacks, regrets, fear, and longing collide in the middle of court. And before this hearing ends, a decision is made that shocks the entire room. So stay with me, because this is the kind of courtroom moment that leaves you wondering, is this justice or destiny?
Court from George for Travis, please.
Okay. Any objection to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the objection?
Well, we were engaged. It was great. Her kid Travis he's really sweet.
Wait, her kid? You adopted him, right?
I'm not the biological father.
He's not.
Adopted
but
him,
you adopted Travis.
I was getting, yes, I did, yes. I'm not denying that I did adopt Travis.
So Travis is your son too?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
We were intending on marrying. I had a panic attack, Your Honor, a month before the wedding, and I ran out.
Okay.
I left. And we never got married.
Here's where things start heating up. As Kaylee explains the breakup and the adoption, notice how calmly Judge Vonda listens. But legally, none of that affects support. Adoption is a binding commitment, not an emotional promise. So when George admits he adopted Travis but wants to dodge responsibility because the wedding fell through, you can almost feel the judge's frustration building. This is a classic moment where personal feelings crash into legal reality, and the judge wastes no time reminding him, a legal parent is a legal parent. Viewers, what would you do if your ex suddenly tried to back out after adopting your child?
I don't make a whole lot of money, and
I'm not following you.
I don't really see Keely. I don't see Travis much these days.
He misses you, and I miss you.
I'm not following you. You adopted Travis legally. He's your son.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which means you should be paying child support for him.
I probably should.
Probably?
Have you ever done something that you maybe freaked out about? And
Yeah, sitting here listening to your story is freaking me out.
Okay. I'm a nice guy. I deliver the mail, you know?
Okay.
I in this neighborhood, actually.
Oh, thank you for delivering our mail.
You're welcome. I like it. It's great.
Mr. Moffitt, you came here to waste my time, didn't you?
No, Your Honor.
Obviously you did, because everything you're saying about delivering mail in this neighborhood and you're a nice guy, that has nothing to do with child support. Travis is your son. You have an obligation.
Watch closely here. This is the turning point. George keeps drifting into excuses, talking about being a nice guy and delivering mail, completely missing the courtroom's focus. Judge Vonda shuts that down fast, reminding him that personal character doesn't replace financial duty. The moment she says, "You came here to waste my time," you can see the shift. The judge isn't angry. She's drawing a line. This is where legal accountability kicks in, no matter how scared or overwhelmed someone feels. Does George truly not understand his role, or is he trying to avoid responsibility? What do you think?
To support him. It's just as simple as that.
Are you okay? You're not going to have another panic attack, are you?
Oh.
Okay.
Do you really miss me?
Travis asked about you. I just want what's best for my son.
Wait, Your Honor, can we, what? When is he asking about me?
He asked, he asked at night right before bed. I mean, you adopted him, so,
Why don't you call and check on the child?
Just scared, I guess.
Scared of what?
When I adopted.
Mean to him? I mean, what's the? I feel like I'm missing something here. What am I missing?
I feel like George just George does have his panic attacks, but I just want what's best for my son, and and I want you to be happy too, George. I do. I want you to be happy.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
This section is a roller coaster. Kaylee opens up about how Travis asks for George every night, and suddenly the entire mood shifts. Instead of arguing, both of them start revealing fears, doubts, and emotional baggage. The judge pauses, sensing something deeper, something beyond child support. And here's the fascinating part. Judges often read people better than they read law books. She sees two people stuck between love, fear, and unfinished business. It almost feels like a counseling session disguised as a hearing. If you were the judge here, would you push them back toward responsibility or reconciliation?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
So maybe I was wrong about you and Travis.
Do you want to?
Do you guys want to get back together? You're really making my heart jump over here.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've never been in court before, Your Honor, but I feel like, yeah.
Maybe you guys should go ahead and get married. Forget the whole engagement thing. Get married. Then you don't have to worry about child support. Sounds good, right?
Oh my gosh. That's so simple.
Keely, are you?
I still have the ring.
I mean, we could get married right now.
You can do that?
Of course.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
sure. Yes.
Okay, Mr.
Here it is, the moment everything flips. Judge Vonda, half amused and half shocked, suggests something no one expected. Why don't you two just get married right now? And instead of laughing it off, Both of them immediately melt back into their feelings. George pulls out the ring. Kaylee says yes, and suddenly this child support case becomes a wedding ceremony. This is rare, emotional, and honestly a little chaotic, but it shows how unresolved love can hijack even the most serious legal dispute. Viewers, be honest. Would you marry your ex in a courtroom like this?
Do you take this woman to be your wife?
Yeah, I do.
And do you take Mr. Moffitt to be your husband?
I do.
Okay, well, you guys are married and there is no child support.
And just like that, Judge Vonda pronounces them husband and wife, ending the child support claim instantly. Once you're legally married, parents support the child together, so there's no need for payments between them. What started as a financial dispute transformed into an emotional reunion, proving that some courtroom moments aren't about winning, they're about healing. If this case shocked you the way it shocked us, make sure you like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more unbelievable courtroom moments. See you in the next one.